TAMBUWAL speaks on plans to divide Nigeria. Governor Aminu Tambuwal of Sokoto State has commended Nigerians for their resilience and tolerance in the face of many socio-economic obstacles faced collectively in the country. Tambuwal gave the commendation in his New Year message released by his spokesman, Mohammed Bello, in Abuja on Tuesday. Addressing plans to divide Nigeria, the governor said that any attempt to divide Nigeria in 2020 will be futile, adding that Nigeria is one indivisible entity ordained by Allah. According to him, the travails holding Nigerian compatriots together shall never be torn into pieces by the myriad of problems they cope with frequently. Tambuwal further appealed to Nigerians to ensure that the rule of law and good governance are not truncated. The statement reads, "I have said it times without number that Nigeria and Nigerians are one indivisible entity ordained by Allah. Any contrived or accidental attempt to foist disunity among Nigerians can only last but some moments. Christianity, Islam, animism, and other shades of religious beliefs are disparate expressions of our collective strive to be close to our Creator. None of the beliefs diminish our togetherness as human beings, substituting under one nation with common destiny." He said, "I am confident that as we move into the new year, we shall surmount, as we have done countless times, all the challenges staring us in the face of putting us at daggers drawn with tolerance and understanding," the governor explained. While wishing Christian brethren a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year, he admonished them to reflect on the blessing of the outgoing year and pray for good tidings in the coming year. "As I am confident that you and I will weather through whatever storm is gathering, I enjoin you to be steadfast in your resolve to ensure that the rule of law and good governance are not truncated. I pray to Allah to make us more united to confront the menace of insurgency, cultism, banditry, and all manners of crimes and criminality." So guys, these are the ways of a governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambuwal. You know, these people, they always like to say, "Oh, Nigeria should stay together, Nigeria should stay together." Nobody wants trouble, nobody wants problem. But the problem is with them. If you don't want people to continue to talk about division or breakup, why can't you do the needful? Why can't you do the needful? Because you guys are not at the receiving ends. That is why it is very easy to say. It is very easy to preach. It is very easy to come to the public and say all of these things. All of these things are very sweet words. But in reality, what are we expecting? The same thing they will be telling Nigerians from time immemorial. Even I'm very sure even when Tambuwal will be a young child too, you must have been hearing all of these things and all of these things. And maybe there are opportunities, to be on the other side of, good life, people who are enjoying the dividends of this democracy. And people have been complaining right from time. And they will be there, going, they will not feel it. If you are not in that position, you will not feel it. Of course, we know that there are some, some people, some of all those, they are political elites who are not really doing the right thing, who are really clamoring for all of these things too. But, on the side of the majority, who are really at the receiving end, they will not know how it feels, because the people, the masses, they are the ones suffering all of these things, going through all of these things. But they will come out and try to tell you what you want to hear. But in reality, what have you guys done? Like I said initially, nobody wants trouble. Nobody wants, any form of inconvenience, because it's really inconvenience. Because they always say that, no, for you to get freedom is not a tea party. Because people who are going through, who have been talking, who have been going around saying all manner of things, who are agitating here and there. Do you think it's an easy thing? It's not really an easy thing. But because they don't have choice, because you can't just be there, they will tell you continue to endure, continue to endure, persevere. That is the language they're always using. But what have you guys done in the recent? Because I just see that they are all moving in circles. Before he came on board as a governor, somebody was there. And what meaningful thing did the person do before he came in? Before he left, himself has come again. What is the difference between the person who was in government before he came, even in that state? All of them will just come, take turn and, you know, sing the same rhetorics. Another person will come, say the same thing. And people, the masses will continue to suffer. They will continue to live in abject poverty. One of them, Aliyu Babangida, came up and said the Northerners are, you know, embracing poverty. What have they done? What have they done to improve the education aspect of the people's life? What have they done to improve the health sector? What have they done infrastructurally? What have they done? Those are the things we are talking about. How many people have they been able to lift out of poverty? How many people have they been able to, I don't know, have they been able to, you know, to take care of in the real sense? How many people, how many children have they been able to bring out of the streets, all those Amajiris? How many of them? That is the question. You guys will come and be saying the same thing. The unfortunate thing there is that, you know, everyone is facing the whole thing, you know, in all the regions, but, you know, in some regions is higher than other regions. That is why in the other side of the region of the country, that is the southern part of the country, you know, to a very large extent, those ones, they know what they are doing. But no matter what, in as much we still have a one center that is still controlling everybody, everybody will still be feeling it in the area of economy, in the area of security. So they will come out and be telling you, oh, this, then that, Nigeria is indivisible. If you think Nigeria is indivisible, why is it that we have not moved on? Why is it that we have not progressed? Why is it that we have not even gotten to that level that, you know, people of the world can really reckon with us? Go and see what is happening in Uganda. Yet we are still there. All of them, he will do his own part, he will go. Even at the center, they will do their part, they will leave. The same thing. Nigerians will continue to be there. And they will continue, and Nigerians will continue to suffer. So it is just easy to say, oh, yeah, this and that. They will use all these rhetorics. It's normal. You know, a lot of Nigerians have really given up. Just, you know, survival of the fittest. Let them continue with what they feel they can do. Everybody has resorted, going back to the, you know, spiritual. Oh, everybody just believe God. It doesn't work that way. Even God is a principled God. He does his things in a, you know, in an orderly manner. But we don't do everything in orderly manner. That's why we are getting it wrong. We are so religious, yet, you know, the poverty, any bad thing you can think in this world, you know, is really embedded in this country. So what are we talking about? So because you can't even blame people, because the government are supposed to do the needful, they are not doing anything. And the worst part of it, all of these people, they are from this country. It's not as if they were imported from anywhere, right from time immemorial. But what do we see? The same thing. We are the one doing ourselves. Nobody is coming anywhere to come and do anything here. When you talk about natural resources, you talk about human resources, we are blessed. We are rich in those areas. In those other countries that we see our people run into, what do they have? They have nothing, but they have been able to articulate themselves. But what do we have here? Greed upon greed, wickedness upon wickedness of the highest order. They will come and be telling you, this is and that. Then what are you doing to make people to be happy, to put smiles on the faces of the people? What have you done differently? That is the question. What have you done differently? All the politicians, all the leaders, what have they done differently that will warrant people to say, okay, we really want to stay together? Believe you me, it's a natural thing. By default, if things are okay, nobody will be thinking of anything or whatever. We are not even talking about how we are going to improve as a nation, but we are still talking about all these social amenities. We are still talking about good behavior. Majority of them, when they are accused of one corruption or the other, they will still go to the court. I don't know, they will get reports and all of that. There's a case that, Loretta Onoche, she posted on her Twitter page that this man, V0WЩ, dancing in a foreign with a white lady, and yet they gave him, I don't even know about that, whether they gave him a medical whatever based on a doctor's report, and the court gave him, opportunity to go and get himself treated, and they say they saw him dancing with a white person. We don't know whether it is a recent pictures, but Loretta Onoche, the presidential aide of the president, on her Twitter page, mocking V0WЩ that somebody that he gave the court gave a opportunity or a grant bail to go and get himself treated abroad and see what he's doing over there. Apart from him, a lot of them like that. A lot of them like that. They will come and do their part. In the sense, they will come and take turn, get whatever they want to get. They get out of the place. The difference they have not really made. What have they brought to the table? Nothing. It's very, very pathetic. It is good for them to come and tell us, oh, yes, Nigeria should be this, Nigeria is that. They will start telling you, our religion, this and this and that, our togetherness, our culture, this and that. There is greatness in it. But yet you guys are not doing anything. By default, if everything is going fine, going on well, nobody will talk about, nobody will know the difference. But these guys, they are not ready. The present administration came, so, oh, change. At the end of the day, they say change begins with Nigerians. Instead of change begins with you. All the things that you're supposed to do, you're not doing it. Telling people to follow a path, but you go through another path. How do you expect that country to move forward? Change should begin with them. Change should begin with them. They will be telling you, oh, we have to work together. Everybody must come together. We must unite. Is it the ordinary man on the streets that will make policy that will change this thing, that will change the narratives? No. So, guys, I wouldn't want to talk much. You know, you've heard from Tambuwal, and that is what he's saying, that Nigeria is indivisible and nothing will happen. And as many that are coming for Nigeria to break up, that it will not be, it will not come to reality. So let's hear your own take concerning what he has said. Thank you very much.